Hi guys, my name's Karen and I've been doing the keto diet for 13 weeks now. Today we're going to be making some keto gravy. So I had made some keto stuffing before, I'll put a link to it, and it came out really good, but I threw together some crappy gravy at the end and the gravy wasn't so great, so I was looking for a good gravy recipe. Now you could just use either some kind of broth, like a chicken broth or a beef broth, and make the gravy from there, but I really want some drippings, so I went and just bought, I'm not making the turkey, my mom's making the turkey, so I went and bought these. Some drumsticks, just to get some real drippings, because the right way to make turkey gravy, the proper way, is to use this. I really need to baste the chicken drumsticks with this to really get the flavor. So let me just show you all of our ingredients. I just showed you two. Let me show you some more. So we're going to need some chicken broth. All right, hold on. We are going to need this stuff again. Xanthan gum, salt and pepper, regular spices, salt, pepper, a bay leaf, some gravy master, onion and garlic powder, and some Italian seasoning. We are also going to need, I'm not sure, but I think we're going to need a little bit of this just to give it some turkey flavor. And of course, butter. So those are all of our ingredients. Oh, one thing. Who can guess what this is? Anyone? Take a guess? Anyone? No one? I'll show you. I had to cut it off my belt this morning. It was flopping around all the way out here. So I just snipped it off. That's what keto does for you. Ruins all your belts. Have to go shopping. All right, so oven, preset, 400. One more ingredient, I always forget something. I might throw a little bit of heavy cream in there too. Okay? Gonna get. All right, guys, I forgot to say happy Thanksgiving Eve day. I hope everybody's excited for Thanksgiving. I am, I know I am. All right, so I'm also gonna be making, I think, brownies. I wanted to make a dessert to bring because I decided I'm not gonna cheat on Thanksgiving, so that's why I'm making a few things. I'm gonna make my cauliflower mac and cheese. I'm not gonna videotape that again. I'll put the recipe up for that. And that should be it. So let's get going. Let's get this chicken going. So I melted some butter, just a half a stick of butter. I'm gonna pour it over the chicken. Hands are probably gonna get dirty on this. I already cleaned off the chicken. That's a half a stick of butter. And we're gonna put all of our seasonings on. Pepper. Salt, some Italian seasoning, garlic powder, oh that was onion powder, garlic powder, I think that's all of our seasoning. So we're just gonna turn these over and do the other side. Get a little messy. Now that I just touched the chicken, I'm gonna wash my hands before I touch all my spices because I don't want them getting contaminated. Okay, do the same thing again. Southern Comfort in yet because I want some of these seasonings to kind of stick. I don't want to wash them all off with the Southern Comfort. So I'm going to stick this in the oven and then we're going to baste it with the Southern Comfort and all the drippings. So I'm putting this on the bottom shelf. I don't know why, just because I feel like that lighting is horrible. Hold on. No, there. Hi. Better. Okay, so I'm going to stick this in the oven for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna add some Southern Comfort and start basting it around just to get some good drippings, and then we'll make the gravy. All right, guys, so Alexa is going off. I'm gonna stop her right now. Alexa, stop. Sorry about everybody's Alexa's going off. All right, I'm gonna add some Southern Comfort. And I'm gonna move these things to the top shelf. It's already getting very brown. Hold on. This is a little nostalgic. So the Southern Comfort recipe comes from my grandpa, who always hosted Thanksgiving growing up. And I think we would all get a little buzzed off of the gravy, even though he swore all the alcohol evaporated. We were all very happy, always. All right, so I just poured a bunch of that on there, and I kind of have to do this for Grandpa. I know, it's like 11:45 in the morning. Oh, just a little bit. Cheers, Grandma and Grandpa, up in heaven. Happy Thanksgiving. We miss you guys. Oof. All right, let's get that back in the oven. We'll check on it in another 10 minutes. So while the chicken legs are cooking, I figured I'll start making some brownies. I'm gonna measure this time because I learned my lesson last time baking without measuring. So we're gonna measure. Let me show you the ingredients. We need a half a cup of almond flour, a 1/4 cup of cocoa, a little bit of vanilla extract, not sure how much, maybe like a teaspoon, but I'll tell you on that. We need 12 tablespoons of butter, so I just cut that to the right size. We need either 3 or 4 eggs. I have to see what the consistency is. Got my eggs. And this should be at room temperature. The butter should be softened. So I've had the eggs out for a little while. And 3/4 cup of sweetener. This is what I like, but you can use any carb-friendly sweetener. I think that's it. Oh, I might add a little bit, see, one shot, this is what it does. I might add a little bit of these just to have some chocolate chips in there. All right, let me get my bowls ready and we'll get started on the brownie. I swear, every time I forget something. I forgot this, right? This, we need this too. Just 2 ounces, so half of this. All right, we're gonna get started. So first we're gonna melt the chocolate and the butter. I'm just gonna do it in the microwave, like 30-second intervals. You can also use, what do they call it? Water bath? I don't know what they call it. Where you put water, there's a name for it, where you put water underneath and put the bowl in the water, but I'll be dirtying too many bowls to do that. So we're just gonna dump this in here with the chocolate and 30-second intervals in the microwave until this is nice and melted. I really need a cameraman. Anyone want to come help me out? Yes, I'm kneeling on the floor right now because I want to get a shot of this, but I also wanted to show you this. This is 30 seconds. So what I'm just gonna swirl it around a little bit, let it sit out for a second, then we're gonna do another 30 seconds. We're gonna heat this up very slowly because I don't want anything burning. So while that's sitting out, melting a little bit, I'm out of focus again. Better. We're gonna open up the oven and see what the drumsticks look like. Okay, we got lots of juices going on. That's what we want. So we're gonna baste it a little bit. You know what? We should probably turn these. We're gonna turn them and then baste it. Let's flip them all over. It looks like this side, my house must be crooked. This side is a little more juicy, so let's just move them all down into the juices. Nice. We got them all over here in the juices. We're gonna baste them a little bit. I'd say like every 5 minutes, we're just gonna open this up and turn them and baste them. And we're gonna put that butter chocolate thing back in the microwave for another 30 seconds. Alright guys, now we're going to crack some eggs. The recipe calls for 3. Oh, I'm out of focus again. I need an automated focus camera. Christmas, anyone? I'm gonna have so many Christmas presents. So I see what other like famous people do. They set up a P.O. box and people just send them stuff. So if anybody wants to send me something, let me know and I'll set up a P.O. box. Yeah, I'm not there yet. All right, let's crack some eggs. I guess we'll start with 3. See what happens. Might have to add another one. Can't believe it's Thanksgiving already. How fast did it go? It's gonna be Christmas before we know it. All right, 3 eggs. We're gonna beat these. Oh, and the chocolate thingy. It's looking like this. This was after 2 30-second intervals. So I'm just mixing it around. I'm just swirling it, trying to let it melt. There's still a heap of chocolate at the bottom, but I'm just gonna keep swirling it. It might need another 30 seconds, but you wanna do this slow. You don't want this to burn. Put that aside while we whisk up the eggs. We're gonna baste the chicken again in a minute. Totally multitasking today. Only have till 1 o'clock until children, well, 1 child and husband come home. All right, we're basting again. Basting done, and we're swirling again. Swirling the chocolate. Let it melt. You can still see a big lump on the bottom of the bowl. It's getting there, it's starting to melt. Mixing the eggs. Then we're gonna start to mix the dry ingredients. I'm gonna do that now. That means I have to dirty another bowl. Okay, time to mix the dry ingredients. So we're gonna start with half a cup of almond flour. Too tall. Quarter cup of cocoa powder. Quarters cup sweetener. Oh, I forgot another ingredient. I'm always forgetting ingredients. Baking powder. I don't think I told you guys about that one. Yeah, I need a teaspoon of this. The dry ingredients. Mix these up. We also need just a little bit of vanilla. We'll do a teaspoon. Put that right into the eggs for now. Teaspoon. Okay, I'm just gonna mix everything up. I'm gonna let you know if I have to do another 30 seconds on that chocolate. It's pretty melted. Oh, this is doing pretty good. So just 2 30-second bursts was good enough to melt the chocolate, but a little patience in between, letting it melt. That's good. Let's get a spoon to mix this up. I'm gonna have to check on the drumsticks again in a minute. So we're going to combine all these bowls together. I'm going to start by putting the chocolate mixture into the dry stuff. Roll this out. I guess we got to mix this as we go. gonna slowly mix in the eggs. And you wanna make sure that this chocolate is cool before you start adding the eggs because you don't want them to cook. Getting thicker. Put a few of the chocolate chips in there. Just to give us a little more like, you know, fudge areas when you bite into the brownie. Yeah, I didn't measure that. I have no idea. That wasn't in the recipe, so. Alright. Now we have to get a baking dish. And I don't have a disposable one. I'm going to have a real one. Use a real one. We're going to spray this with some cooking spray. Pour this batter in here. Definitely going to need to scrape the sides of this. This is very thick. Spoon. I actually followed a recipe and didn't like double and triple, and I feel like I should have made another one. I feel like this is not going to be enough. I might have to make another one. So we're just going to flatten this out. Now the problem is my oven right now is set at 400 for the chicken. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this in the fridge for a little bit until I can lower the oven temperature, because 400 would be way too hot to make brownies. So just flatten this out nice, and we're going to stick it in the fridge. We're going to baste the chicken again, see how that's doing. So the total time for cooking the chicken should be between 30 and 40 minutes. This is looking really good. You know I'm gonna have to lick the spoon. My focus is off again. Completely off. Alright, let's see what this tastes like. I've got a whole bowl to lick over here. Gotta love raw eggs. Delicious. Wow, I'm gonna enjoy that bowl. Alright. So this is just going in the fridge just because my oven's not ready. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of burnt pieces in the juices. Just shake that around a little bit. We probably should flip these guys again. Let's flip them. It's kind of falling off the bone, the meat. I see it falling off the bone. My family, they're not really big drumstick eaters, so I don't know if anybody's gonna even eat these, but I really just cooked them to get the drippings for the gravy. Not a whole bunch of drippings, but it's enough to give it some better flavor than just using a stock, like a broth. Alright, I'm gonna go lick the bowl now because I have some time to spare. Alright, so the drippings are starting to get like a little burnt pieces in there, so I want to get them out and get them up on the stove. The chicken's probably not completely done yet, so I'm going to just pour out the drippings and put the chicken back in a little bit just in case somebody in my family wants to eat it. See if we can do this without losing the chicken. And now we're going to make our gravy. Alright, so I turned the range on to medium heat. We have all the drippings in there. I'm going to add some chicken broth because there's just not enough drippings. If we had enough drippings, I wouldn't even have to add this. but we don't because we didn't cook a whole turkey. Oh, I just spilled that. I'm gonna have to clean that up or that's gonna burn. I don't need to make a ton of gravy because honestly this is just for me. I can't use my mom's gravy because she puts flour in it. I'm gonna stick a bay leaf in there for some flavor. I am gonna add a little bit of this turkey gravy seasoning. Probably half a packet. We'll see if we need more. A little bit of this just to make it a little darker. I like a dark gravy. A little gravy master. And I'm gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of the xanthan gum, but I have to find a 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah, we'll just eye it up. I got a 1/2 teaspoon here, so we'll do 1/2 of a 1/2. I'm gonna do even less than that. This is the thickener, so we're gonna start with just a little bit, start whisking it around. I did a little less than a 1/4 of a teaspoon. And that really should be it with the gravy. We just gotta keep whisking it around, make sure it gets thick. If it doesn't get thick, I'll add a little more of the xanthan gum. And that should be it. Really simple. That's why I had to combine a brownie recipe in here too. So as soon as the chicken is done, I'm gonna take that out, lower the temperature of the oven, I think to 350, but I'm just gonna check on that. And then we will cook the brownies. Hope everyone's getting excited for Thanksgiving. I know I am. I got 2 bottles of, I don't know how you pronounce it, Bouvet Cliquet, the champagne orange box. My favorite. So I think I'll be set. I got my gravy, I'm gonna have my brownies. I was thinking about maybe trying to throw together a little cheesecake because I just have some extra time. It's either cheesecake or put some running clothes on and go for a run. I always like running Thanksgiving morning, but it's supposed to be freezing tomorrow morning. If I run, I'm gonna have to put like full face mask on. My contact's gonna freeze in my eyes. So maybe I'll just run today and not do the cheesecake. I don't know. Let me see if I have all ingredients for a cheesecake. Let's see. So the gravy's only been on here for like 4 minutes and it's already bubbling. It's getting thick. I'm gonna add just a little bit of heavy cream to this. I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit too because I don't want it to burn. Lift it up off. I hate electric stovetops, ranges. I grew up with a gas range. Not like I cooked a lot, not like my mom cooked a lot, but just was used to that. And now it takes a lot to get used to this electric. I'm constantly lifting things off it because I feel like they're gonna burn. This is looking good. It got nice and dark. We're gonna add a little bit of the heavy cream to it. I don't have a measurement on this, I'm just doing a little bit. We'll lighten it up a little bit too. This is looking really good. Smelling really good. Alright, so the gravy is almost done. Probably another 5 minutes just stirring. And I did find some ingredients for a cheesecake. I don't have enough cream cheese, but I have some sour cream, so I could just substitute that and it should be fine. I just have to dig through my cabinet and see if I have a spring form pan. I think I do. I remember making a cheesecake years ago with one of those, so I have to check and see if I can find it. If I can, maybe I'll make a cheesecake. Alright, so the gravy is done. I just put it on the side here. Looking good. The chicken is done. I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna lower the oven to 350 for the brownies, but these look good too. Oh, trouble. All right, the oven should be cooled down to 350. Now I left it open for a little bit just to cool it off. We're gonna stick the brownies in here on the, I don't know, top shelf. Top shelf? We'll see. All right, the gravy cooled down, the chicken cooled down. We're gonna see how this turned out. All right, let's see. Got a nice piece of chicken. We're gonna dip it right in the gravy. Let it cool for a second. Steaming. Steaming. It's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good. That's good. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy tomorrow so much. Okay, gravy turned out great. I'm gonna put this in some Tupperware so I can bring it with me tomorrow. Brownies cooking. I found a springform pan. I don't have much time until the husband and child come home, so I don't know if I'm gonna go for it or not. Thinking about it. Let me make sure I have everything together. We'll see if we have enough time. The same degree oven, so we can kind of stick it in there even before the brownies is done. So we should just go for it. Let's just go for it. All right, guys, we're going for it. We're gonna do the cheesecake. I found my springform pan, which I can't believe I actually have one of these. I didn't even get a chance to start the dry ingredients because Alexa's going on. Stop. Okay, let's check brownies.
Going off is the present participle of go off. Go off is usually defined as run away. Usually includes taking something or somebody along. Did that answer your question?
Yes, Alexa, thank you.
No worries.
Okay. Let's see. Whoa, yeah, these are done. Nice. This looks really good. Yummy, yummy. All right, we're gonna put this aside to cool. And then we're gonna get going on the cheesecake. It's a 3-in-1 recipe, guys. 3-in-1 video. My lighting sucks. Look at it, it sucks. Just keep touching it. Anybody have tips on lighting with an iPhone? How to get it to like automatically focus? Tips, please comment down below. Help a girl out.